Hello everybody and welcome back to Supermarket Simulator. We have an update to show off today. It is the 4th of November 2024. So I got a notification earlier today on Discord saying, hey, there's a Supermarket Simulator update. And I thought, well, I'll check it out and see what is new. It's only a small one, but there are a few interesting new features. So I thought it's well worth coming on and having a look. For those of you that followed through my video series and all of that, with the last resort and everything, this is a completely new install. There are no mods running or anything. This is a test profile, but there's nothing running, no mods or anything like that. I've had to do a fresh install, so the restockers actually work for me now, which is very good. The only differences between this and a standard profile is obviously I've expanded my money and store level, so we have $100,000 to play with, store level 30 just to get us going so we can test out updates. So the first of which is we can now boost our employees. So to do this, we're going to open up the store so we can actually sell some stuff. But I can now come over to my restockers and you'll see it comes up and says boost. And when you click that, it gives them a timed boost. We'll do it in a little while, but it basically makes them go faster. It's quite an interesting thing. They also now merge boxes in the storeroom. We're going to test out that theory by purchasing some more stock. So if we go to purchase some stock, I'm going to see if they do that or not. So let's just buy some cereal and some other bits and pieces. Let's just see what happens here, because I think we should be able to see this in action. We might have to wait one or two restockers to see if they do it or not, but I want to see. Does he merge that cereal box in there? Put it on top. He's put it up there. I think they're just putting him in at the moment. They should... According to what I've seen, they should empty out into one complete box, if they can. It might be that they're not able to at the moment. We shall see how they go. At the moment, they're just kind of putting them behind, aren't they? We shall see. We'll keep an eye on them for the rest of the video, and we'll see if we see it. Now, another feature that has been added is to do with the self-checkouts here. So... if you've been playing the game and you've played along with these, you'll know that from time to time the customers will get stuck and they need your assistance to help them through with their process. Which I would imagine, I haven't been playing the game so I don't know, but I would imagine if you're busy doing a lot of other things, having to make your way over here and deal with them might become tedious after a little while. I did know that there was a mod that allowed the restockers to do it, but the game has now introduced it of its own accord. We can now hire a member of staff. So if we go into our staff page, into hiring, we now have customer helpers down here. So if we hire a customer helper, which we'll have a look at in a second, he will now help them when they get stuck at the self-checkout. So we'll have a look. In fact, well, we could have seen him in action there, but we're stuck here. Just one last thing on this page. There are now up to 6 cashiers available. Standard in the game, no mods or anything like that. You can now get up to 6 cashiers. So this is our employee little helper here. So he will help whoever gets stuck. So if you've got 10 of these in a line or something like that, he will hopefully deal with everybody's issues. Unfortunately, we missed his first effort. Hopefully somebody else will get stuck very soon. Of course, when you're recording a video, nobody will get stuck, especially when you're looking at them. Please get stuck, madam. Please have a problem with that peanut butter. I just want to see him in action. Presumably he just goes over to them and it's essentially he presses the button instead of you. Well, while we're waiting, I will discuss some of the other things that have been added in this update. So there's now a loading screen. I'm not really sure why there's been a loading screen added. It only seems to load after you come out of the game, which is a little bit weird. I'm not really sure what that does, but it's there. There's now a tutorial for the tablet, if you were struggling with that. It's increased the interaction distance of the scanner as well. So if we actually get out our tablet, so presumably you had to be pretty close before, like about here somewhere. Well, we can now, it'll pick it up from here. I don't know if that makes that much difference, to be honest. Whether having to stand here or here really makes that much difference, but I guess it does mean you can... Aha, he needs help, and he's immediately helped him out. So that he works pretty well then. So that will all fully automate now. Your self-checkouts will fully automate standard in the game. You don't need to bother about them whatsoever. Yeah, I suppose what this does help you with is if you were standing too close, you can't see everything on the shelf. But if you do this, you can go, well, we'll have some of that, we'll have some of that, some of those, some of that. You can see more, I guess. You can take a step back and see what's actually low on stock. I suppose there is that to it. So that's probably what this is about. It works quite well, though. Purchase those. Okay. I think we can leave that alone. Then it's just numerous bug fixes, as well as if you do happen to go bankrupt, there is a loan for if you do go bankrupt. So they are the main things. But the biggest thing was probably the restockers, who he seems to have gotten stuck. And I don't know why. Why are you stuck, sir? But this is a fresh install of my game, and my restockers are still getting stuck. That's a shame. They now pick stuff up off the floor, which they never used to. Ah, the racks in storage are full. That's because I told them not to use. Because I was trying to see them do the bit where they merge everything together. Ah, that's got them unstuck. That's okay. Yeah, I was hoping to see them merge stuff and not... So to do that, I thought, well, I'll lock off the shelves so that they'll do that, but we haven't really seen them do it anyway. So let's speed this guy up, though, because I feel like we need him speeding up. So if we click boost, he will now get like a little boost meter above his head, and he'll now run everywhere. It seems to last, based on the that little timer wheel, I would say this is 30 seconds, or is it a minute? You'll have to time it for me in the video. The speed it's ticking down, I would say this is probably about a minute, isn't it? So you get about a minute of extra speed from your restockers. So if you're really stuck, you know, if you really need some stuff on the shelves, that's quite useful, because you can do this for all of them, I think. So you can click boosted. Our other one must be around here somewhere. Where is he? Here he is. So we can boost him as well. Can we boost our checkout? Now we can. So this is interesting. So we can boost our checkout guy as well. And he now works at about the same speed as my modded cashiers used to work. So I was running the Better Cashiers mod. If you're interested, go and check out my playthrough series. I've got all the mods and everything I was using all on those. But this is about the speed of a real person, I would say. So by hitting the boost button, your cashiers actually do work at a decent speed. It'd be interesting to see how this develops, whether this develops into something where you can train them, get extra time, because this only fills half a wheel. So it would imply that maybe at some point you might be able to get a full 2-minute boost out of them. But at the end of a day, at least for me, this is talking before self-checkouts came in. At the end of a day, before my Better Cashiers mod, I'd probably have about 7 or 8 customers per checkout, because they were just so slow, especially by the time you get to level 99 and the place is absolutely full. It was difficult for the cashiers to keep up. Just being able to hit that gets you through a little backlog, doesn't it? So if you've ever got a bit of a backlog, now all you need to do is press boost and it will boost them. And that's for restockers and for cashiers, which is very, very nice. So the only thing we've not really seen happen is these guys merging boxes together. We've not seen them do that at all, but I am assured that they do, in fact, do that. They will merge it. So, for example, if there is a box with 1 milk in it, they will merge the boxes together. Rather than have many boxes of just, say, down here, for example, we've got 3 coffees in there. So rather than have 2 or 3 boxes with 3 coffees in, they will merge them into 1 box to have as fewer boxes on the shelves as possible, is basically what it does. So that is quite a nice little update as well. I think we are about done here in our test profile supermarket. We'll let this guy check out because he is getting some assistance. Can we boost this guy as well? We can boost this guy as well. So everybody can be boosted. All of your staff members can now be boosted. So you don't need a mod for them to go a little bit quicker. It'd be nice if you could train them to go a little bit quicker still, but it's a start. So yeah, this test profile that I'm using, I will use this now on all update showcases that I do, where I showcase updates. They will all be done on this, so we see them fully without mods interacting with them or anything like that. It's on a brand new install of the game, so there's no legacy from any mods that I've used. So this is exactly how the game is as of today. And yeah, that is update 0.3.1. And I quite like it. I like the boost. I think that works quite well. The other little bits have just been refined slightly, so they work quite nicely as well. And this guy is obviously a big help because, as I say, I've not really been playing the game all that much. So I don't know how busy it used to get on these when people were getting stuck, but I could imagine it was a bit of a bind, particularly if you were busy off doing something else to keep having to come back to them. So having somebody you can employ to do that is a good thing. But I think that will do today's video. So if you have enjoyed it, make sure you leave the video a like. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you for another video very soon.